Hi everyone, welcome back to the Eddie's World Workshop. Do you remember our first attempt at a Five Nights at Freddy's Akedo warrior? It was Withered Bonnie with removable faceplate and real metal guitar. Today, we'll attempt to make Golden Freddy, requested by our resident Five Nights at Freddy's expert. Yesterday, the boys were doing experiments with their Treasure X figures and found this Local Grande. The mic is the perfect weapon, but I'm not so sure about the body. Let's check the parts jar and see what we can find. Okay guys, here's the plan. Because I'll be doing something I've never attempted before, let's use one of these Mr. Splits to do a few tests on before we decide who to use. While I was talking to Eddie about making Golden Freddy, he told me that I had to make him sitting down. I love that idea. It sounds like a good challenge and I think I just figured out how to do it. Thanks for the tip, son. You may have just saved this build. In order to make Golden Freddy look good and be an effective striker, we need to find the right warrior. Master C's arms are positioned perfectly, and with minor modifications, I think he'll make a perfect Golden Freddy. This time, I'm gonna cut him a little lower below the waist. Now let's carefully remove the head and hand coverings. It's looking really good so far, but Golden Freddy's hands aren't clenched. They're palm up and open with his mic gently resting in his right hand. You guys know this. I'm just gonna look through this bin and see what I can find. If I use anything, I promise, I'll replace it. When we took the flames off of the fist, we really reduced their size and weight. In order to compensate for that, I want to use larger hands like we did for the Black Panther warrior. Wait a minute. Here is a really bad, unlicensed Freddy figure that I'm pretty sure nobody will miss. Because these hands will be taking constant impact during battle, I'll reinforce the joint with a steel pin. Now, let's reattach our figure to the base, making sure to align him in the right direction. While this is drying in the sun, let's go look at the head we'll be using for today's project. This is a McFarlane Toys Five Nights at Freddy's prop head that comes in one of the sets. I wouldn't want to use a real head because those things are really expensive and hard to find. Not to mention, Eddie would be extremely upset. I was considering grinding out the eyes, but Eddie told me that painting them black would be good enough, and I'll have to agree with him. The only thing left to figure out is the legs. I'm gonna use my 3D pen to make them a little longer to create the illusion that Freddy is actually sitting with his legs bent in front of him. That's the best I can do without them interfering with his split strike. And as much as I'd like to give him 3 spread out toes, there simply isn't any room for them. I almost forgot that Golden Freddy has his mouth wide open with his teeth showing. I'm gonna make a cut between his upper and lower jaw, but I don't want to separate the two sides. With the help of a curve cut, I think we can prop open the mouth Then use some super glue to hold it in place. And while that's drying, let me show you how we're gonna deal with the fact that Golden Freddy is half an inch shorter than your average Akedo warrior. I use this technique for the Among Us figure, but instead of using bundle, I'm gonna save myself a bunch of time by gluing these spare bases together. This is a shaved down brush from a gold Digit, and it'll make perfect teeth. I'll just cut 6 pieces off and glue them to the bottom jaw. That's it for fabrication, and now we can finish painting. I've decided to paint the base black so it doesn't draw any attention away from Golden Freddy, and I also gave it a gloss finish to make it nice and shiny. The paint scheme is fairly simple, and luckily I was able to match all the colors with paints I already had. With everything painted, we can assemble the pieces and reveal the finished product. Are you ready? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I decided not to glue on his mic because it sits pretty snug in his hand, and I wanted to test him out with Eddie and Clark to see if the mic made him too OP or maybe he needs the mic. But that's gonna have to come in another video because I want to give Golden Freddy a little more time to fully dry. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's customization, then please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with your friends, and let me know in the comments what character you want me to turn into an Akedo warrior, and we will see you in the next video.